So what are we talking about?
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places.
Going viral.
And we are in Winter Garden today. We are in person.
And we were just talking about how to get rid of annoying people. My excuse, I just say I have to wash my hair.
Okay, all right. And
it works.
Does it work? It does work.
It actually does work.
Really?
You know, people think people without hair don't wash their hair. But you actually have to still wash your hair.
Well, you wash your scalp.
Well, so do you.
Yes.
Your hair's just longer. My hair is actually here.
Yeah. It's shorter.
It's stumped.
Okay, so what you're talking about is excuses, Josh. You're talking about excuses to get rid of annoying people.
Yes. I'm talking about people that give you code red and you need to find a way out.
Code red? That's
code
like
red.
Toxic? Code toxic?
Code red.
What's that?
That's like they're bugging you constantly, like with trying to figure out like what you're doing that day because they want to impinge on it, but they don't quite ask you directly. They take the roundabout way, or they want you to do something for them and they ask, "Hey, what you doing today?" And you got to make something up. You guys say, I gotta shave
my hair.
Yeah, I gotta shave my scrotum. Whatever, right?
Okay.
Or my dog's scrotum.
Why do we?
Actually, I don't have a dog.
You have a cat. Why do we have to make up these excuses? Why do we have to play this code, this game? Is it that much fun? Is it that much enjoyment?
No, we're deathly afraid of being vulnerable and authentic.
Okay.
That's why. We're afraid of rejection. We're afraid of rejection.
Okay. So how do you overcome that? You just ask. Okay. I don't want to be on the dance. What if I don't want to be on the dance floor? Is it dance floor or no dance floor? Is it? Hang on a minute. How about if I'm in my little spectrum, my own little mind spectrum, and I take what people say for what they say or what they ask?
You can do anything you want. I'm just saying, if you want to play in the pool that's called humanity, you're going to have to play the game. You're going to have to decipher the code.
The game of humanity?
It's the game of humanity. Oh. Unless you get out of this earth and you go to Vulcan. You want to be a Vulcan. You want to be a fucking Vulcan. Vulcan.
Because there is no sarcasm. Everything's clear.
And everything's suppressed. Emotions are suppressed. You can just say exactly what you mean. Everything is logic. You're looking for logic. You want to get away from emotion. You just want pure logic.
Wait a minute. You're saying that you either go logic or emotion. You can't have both. Why can't you have both? Why can't we be clear in a conversation? You and I, with Odd Places, are pretty clear. If I don't understand something, I'm like, Josh, you mean this? Josh, what I hear is this.
Because emotions are not clear. Emotions are complex. Emotions are irrational. So you can have both, but not at the same time.
Oh, come on.
You can have your cake and eat it too. I am okay with that. But you can't have your rational and irrational at the same time.
Okay, I agree that. So what you're saying is rational is logic and irrational is emotions. Emotions are not always irrational. Emotions are, what are they? Oh, come on. Emotions.
They're not always irrational.
They're not always irrational.
Give me an example of a rational emotion.
I just won a triathlon in Tennessee, and I crossed the finish line. My dad's there. I'm jubilated. I'm happy. That's an emotion.
Okay, and you call that rational?
I've just won. I was the best.
You were the best of the people that showed up.
Yes.
You weren't the best in the entire world.
I don't have to be.
That was just one little race out of all kinds.
Yes.
Why did you have to get so freaking happy? Just be content and satisfied.
My dad was there. I finished.
Okay. But isn't that a little irrational to get all jubilant? Jubilant? That's an unused word. We need to use that more often. Jubilant.
Okay. Why would that be irrational? Irrational would be
slightly irrational.
I'm not getting my way, so I'm going to block him on Facebook.
Actually makes sense. That's more rational than you winning a race.
Come on! Really?
Why? Yes, because he's being you don't like him, right?
Or her, yeah.
Or her. So block him. That makes sense. That's actually fairly rational.
Okay. Wait a minute. If he or she is an asshole, and it's a knee-jerk reaction for whatever reason at all, then you just knee-jerk block. I used to do that. I used to knee-jerk block somebody because, oh my God, they're not texting me or they're not. And then I realized, oh my gosh, calm down. Let the emotion settle. And you're saying that that's irrational. I'm saying it's irrational.
Let's look at it as an in-person setting.
Okay.
If someone's taking a swing at you,
Yeah.
are you going to think, let me just see what happens here? Or are you going to block? Are you going to just instinctively reactionary block? Or you say, maybe they don't really mean it. And you're going to wait for the frickin' punch to land on your face.
Oh, man. I don't know what to say.
Don't you hate this? I got an analogy for everything.
Okay, all right. Hang on a minute.
It's a sickness.
Here's the argument I'm going to give you. And that is a punch to the face in real time and somebody being a jerk and blocking them are two different things.
What's the difference?
The difference
Besides
is...
just the physical contact, what's the difference to your internal state, to your emotional state?
Okay.
That's what we're talking about
The
here.
internal is, I'm upset with you, I'm mad with you,
Yeah.
However, if I... Hang on, let's put the punch to a side. The punch is a physical present danger, imminent present danger. Boom, I'm going to get hurt, okay? Granted, and that person who's doing it might have a knee-jerk reaction to whatever I said. Hey, I said your wife is beautiful. Hey, I said,
Yes.
there's a clarity issue here. He heard me say something. He didn't like it. Let's say he punched
I can guess
me.
what he probably heard you say. But go for it.
All right. The other one is I'm in control. Oh, she's going to
Are
be
you?
like, yes.
Because no, they said something, and you had this immediate. You just said you had that immediate emotional reaction to it,
I did.
and it's doing damage as we speak. It's
So-
already inside. You've already internalized it.
Right.
So block it.
I'm going to let it settle. I'm going to take the emotion out of it, relax, and not get upset and go, wait a minute, why am I feeling upset? Oh, I'm feeling upset because I like her, and she's not responding to me. And when I become clear, when I do some self-monitoring, I realize, you know what? I'll just let it settle. Let it go by. Go bye-bye. And in that regard, I don't have this knee-jerk. You know how many times I used to do that? Block her, block him, block her, block him, block. And I was
But
just
how
like,
exciting was life back then, too? Sometimes your first instinct is your best. Did you know that? As scientifically proven. Sometimes because it's called your gut. Sometimes your gut actually knows better than your analytical brain.
I agree. I do agree with like the simplest approach is the best approach.
Yes. Occam's razor.
The gut reaction. Where does the gut come from? The gut comes from the primordial part of the brain up top.
The primal brain.
Maybe it's in the back.
Is it a lizard back here? Where's my lizard?
Somewhere. I think it's in the back.
Oh.
It's back here.
Back here? Near your occipital bun?
Yeah. Here is what it comes down to, and this is something I harp on all the time, a lot, and that is clarity. Just becoming clear. You pissed me off because I thought this, you thought that, I think this. Instead of beating around the bush, instead of like figuring out, I don't want to be vulnerable. Okay, you don't want to be vulnerable. Listen.
That's why.
I'm not going to punch you in the face. I'm not going to block you. I'm here for you. You want a friend? You want somebody to talk to?
It's very noble. Taking the punch for me. just taking one for the team is what it sounds like you're doing.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we just...
Because we're not strong enough. We don't have enough self-security. We don't have enough self-belief, self-worth, self-esteem to take those punches. I agree with you, by the way. I'm just playing devil's advocate in all this. I agree with you. Take the punch.
I know.
I'm okay with that. I love it. But most people can't handle it. It knocks them out for years, decades.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places going
Viral.